Am I going to do some more comedy here? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to get back on my same old hobby horse then. Throughout the ages, since the beginning of time, women have been asking the same question. Are men capable of a healthy relationship? And the answer is no. Yes! Some are, but finding one is very difficult. And so you have to have an idea. When you start on dating somebody new, you have to look out for some warning signs.
Want to sit here?
For example, if you're out on your first or your second date with a guy, and he brings up, just casually in conversation, the vagina dentata, no, bad sign. What the? This happened to me. I'm on a date with a guy, and he starts, oh, the vagina dentata. I'm like, what are you thinking about? What comes after that? Rotor-rooter dick? This is not a good sign of a healthy relationship. But the fact is that women often, but we're doing the gender thing tonight. Women often are not. They don't have a realistic idea. When women are younger, first of all, whoa, hi there. Thank you. When women are younger, when people are younger, we're more naive, and women often think that guys are just like that. So they get into a relationship with a guy, and things aren't going very well, and they're like, I'm going to fix him. I'm just going to find a way to fix him and make it all better, because, guys are just like that. You just have to sort of mend them somehow with a needle and thread or something. Doesn't work. On the other hand, women who are older, as you get more mature, what happens is that you realize that it actually doesn't matter whether the guy is capable of a healthy relationship, because I want a baby right now! It happens unexpectedly. It's really, sorry about that. It happens unexpectedly. You could be like a CEO of a company, like you could be like a woman bodybuilder, you could be a lunch lady, anybody who's devoted themselves to their career for a long time and never really found Mr. Right, and suddenly you see that shelf life expiring. You see this looming horror of, I'm never going to be able to have children, even if you never even wanted to have children. Suddenly, you're like, I want to have a baby right now! I'll marry anyone! I'll marry a serial killer! I'll marry a guy who, cleans out toilets! I'll marry Saddam Hussein, and he's even dead! But maybe his sperm is still alive, and that's the important thing. So, this is a real problem, because it leads to really bad decision-making. The shelf life thing is a big problem, for women, not so much for men, because their sperm can actually survive for thousands of years, apparently. Do you remember the Iceman? Do you remember that 4,000-year-old guy that was frozen under a glacier, and then the glacier started to melt, global warming, and out, he pops. And they're like, oh my God, it's a 4,000-year-old man. So they come and they get his body and they put it into a glass case, and to keep him cold and frozen, and they're driving him through Europe in this glass case, sort of like, on the back of a truck, sort of like a cross between Sleeping Beauty and the Pope, right? And women are mobbing the thing, you sexy stiff, I want that frozen sperm! And they really did. They were writing to the scientists. They were saying, can I please have, some of the sperm, the frozen sperm from the Iceman? And now, you may think this is because what they really wanted to do was show up at the Cappy Clutch with their Bronze Age baby, oh, is he cute? But the truth is that they actually thought that the Iceman would make a good father. I mean, think about it. There he is, in this glass case. Kind of he's a nice, quiet guy. He doesn't criticize much. I mean, I'd go out with him. There was a few, not so long ago, I would have gone out with the Iceman. We could have gone out on a nice date, nice, him in his glass case, I would have been I would have been able to look at his bow and arrows, check out what's in his little pouch. of herbs, you know, compliment him on his shoes. Are those Uggs? He's a stay-at-home guy. He's like 40-something, he's mature, and yet ancient. You know, and then you want Conan. Anyway, decisions. And so when you're first going out with somebody, hey, come here. Hey, come here. You know, and this guy, he really thinks he's hot stuff. Hey, come here. Get over here. I want to say something to you. I got a question. You know, don't go. Do not go over there. Believe me, I mean, what can he possibly have to say to you that would make you want to go over there where he is? I mean, is he going to say, here, hold this $1,000,000 while I die of a heart attack? That would be worth it. No, he's not going to say that. I know what I'm going to hear when if I walked over there. It would be this. You know who you look like? You look like Mick Jagger. I get that all the time, and then I'm like, ooh, baby, when you talk like that, my hips don't lie. Right into the gutter. You know that song. So, but yeah. You know, so I actually, for situations like that, I have a special magical resource. I have a sort of a magic thing that I use. It's called the Power of Yog. The Power of Yog. It's a way to make sure that you get into a healthy relationship, right? So have you ever thought about how many healthy things start with yog? Like yoga, right? That's healthy, right? Yogurt is healthy. And then there's yo, get the fuck out of my face.